How's it going, fellers? Welcome back to Stunt Bike Central. I know a lot of you people are like, who's this guy? I've never seen him before. It's Lars. Probably like, this guy looks like an idiot. I pictured him totally different. That's classic. Well, I told you we'd be bringing some new projects onto the channel and some interesting stuff. We've got a tank from one of them Jap bikes here, and he's had the top just chopped right off so he can sit on there. And we're gonna be what's known as bodywork in the tank. We're gonna be getting rid of some of these welds here so you can't see them. Putting on some of that old body filler. Sand her down, primer, shoot her with the paint. And she's gonna look real nice, I'll tell you that much. So, sometimes I like to goof around a little bit, and you know, you can follow me goofing about on the Stunt Bike Central Instagram. Oh, it's springtime here in Nebraska. It's getting about planting season. No, but seriously, it's a real nice Sunday out here. We got a lot of work to do on this tank, but I'll bring you in here and we'll get started. One of the first things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like tape off some of this stuff that we don't want to get like all damaged. I don't want to damage that nice little cap there. And then we need to tape. Oh my goodness. Woo! She's got a little bit of fire going on in here. Oh my goodness, she's been through some hail. Moses helped this tank. Oh my God. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape this guy off because we don't want to get a bunch of dust and crap in there. So we're gonna tape that guy off and then we'll get to work. All right, we got that taped off. Now what we're gonna start is we're gonna get our old knuckle remover here, and we're gonna just start to take these welds down. Now we don't want to take them down too far because what you can do is you can grind right through this weld and you can get, you know, a crack, and that'll leak on a guy, and you don't want that. That's just gonna cause you a gigantic headache. So we're gonna take these welds down as far as we can, but we're gonna be real careful not to go through them. We got most of the grinding done. Let me bring you in and show you a couple things that if you're gonna do this, that are pretty important. Now this here is a low spot, this whole area here. So there's no need to grind the inside edge of this weld here. You're just gonna leave that. Now when you're grinding on the weld, like especially back here, he curves this lip over, he curves this with a hammer, whatever he does, and then he welds it, okay? So I don't want to be, or right here, you know, this is like a butt weld at like 90 degrees. So I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like this right on top of the weld. I know that this is plate here that I'm grinding into. And then down here, I know that this is the original tank, you know? So all the bulk of the weld is on this corner here. So you don't want to just go blazing into that weld because that's where you're gonna get that's where the crack's gonna show up, okay? And I'll show you a little secret. I mean, it's not that much of a secret, but this shiny spot here, see that? See, that's that shiny spot? I'm grinding here. My wheel's generally flat. So when I see this shiny spot, I know that this is low here, inside here. So I'm just gonna, when I come in with my filler, I don't have to worry about all this extra weld here. Just leave that. Otherwise you're gonna grind through and you're gonna crack it. If you want your tank done, you can send it to me too, you know? The last thing you wanna do, especially if you don't have a welder, is grind through one of these welds and crack it. I've seen it happen before, and then it freaking leaks on your tank, and then you do some stupid stuff to get it fixed. So I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna gently round it all out, and then we'll get to some filling. This weld here, I'm just gonna leave, you know. It looks good anyways. Looks decent. Still haven't decided what I'm gonna do with these giant pits here. I'm probably just gonna leave them. All right, we're almost ready for some fill, but this thing's been painted like 600,537 times, so it's like, so there's like paint flaking off in some areas, which you can't have. I don't want to put filler on top of that paint, and the paint flicks off, and there goes the filler. You know what I mean? So. That makes a lot of extra work right there. All that's got to be sanded out. Moses. It's a lot of work. All right, let's get back to it. Alright guys, well, we're coming through sanding this guy and we're finding a lot of, I mean, there's so much paint on this thing, it's crazy. And it may have been red, I'm not sure. Dent. I mean, like these deep scratches. Primer's not gonna fill that. Another dent here. Dent here. Dent here. I mean, she's Ripley. Some weird stuff going on here. This is dented here. Maybe some prior bodywork going on in here. I don't know. I think some of this is filler. In fact, yeah. I mean, she's been through a lot. This is why when I give people a price too, I give them a range. And guy, you might have made yourself up to the top end of that range there, because I can't. You don't ask me, please don't ask me to like just leave all the dents. It's like, dude, are you kidding? I'm not that guy. Okay, I'm not gonna leave the dents. Okay, I can't see dents and not fix them. Oh my goodness. Oh, woo. Oh my god. Oh no. No. Please no. But okay, so I'm gonna make sure that I sand inside the dents here. Some of them are like sharp, you know, so I gotta get another tool and go bzz, bzz, And then that way, you know, my filler will stick. This can all be cleaned up later. I mean, she's just in this, whatever, this is like some sort of like undercoating or like, I mean, this is thick. It's hard for the sander can barely even blow through her. All right. Well, oh my goodness, are you, what? See, this is bodywork here, and it's not a dent. What it is it's just a gouge right out of the filler. Yeah, she's not happy. She's not a happy camper. Yeah, I mean, this whole tank's, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I see what happened. Do I? I don't know. The tank's been bodyworked before, okay? It's been bodyworked. The dents weren't fixed or they were new. All right, enough yapping. Let's get back to work. What's up, fellers? Whoo! I mean, this tank has been through so much. I mean, she's got more layers than like a 14-layer burrito from that there Taco Bell. I mean, I'm telling you, she's got bodywork, she's got paint, she's got dents, she's got dings, she's got scratches. I mean, this thing's been folded up more times than Danica Patrick's race car on a typical Saturday. I mean, woo! I mean, that's filler. That's filler. This is the old paint. I mean, look at each little spot you see is a dent. You know, I mean, don't you know it? I mean, she has got some serious damage. If I was to just paint this thing as is and just leave it and prime it and paint it without fixing all these dings, I mean, this thing would be looking more wrinkly than Joe Biden's forehead. And I ain't kidding you. All right, fillers. We're finally to the point where we're gonna get some filler going here. Oh, this is gonna be real interesting, I'll tell you that much. Now, I recommend wearing some type of respirator here when you're standing on this. I mean, that stuff will give you cancer faster than asbestos, and I ain't kidding you. You'll be looking like Robin Roberts before you know it. Now, this is one of them Chinese units, so I believe these come with factory fentanyl cartridges, and I like on them. They work good for sand. So we're gonna mix some of this up, then we're gonna start spreading it on that there tank. We're gonna need a lot. Too much? Great. All right, we got her all skimmed on the first sloppy coat. We're gonna come in with the pneumatic scratcher and scratch all this down. This is turning into just a nightmare, I'm telling you. But this is a rough coat. It's not easy to spread on this weird ass tank. We're gonna sand through this first layer, and it's gonna be like there's still gonna be a ton left to do. So, all right. So here's the other couple things he wanted painted. We got a front fairing, and then we got a new Jackie Chan rear fairing. That won't need much prep. That's nice. This guy here, these factory fairings are 3 pieces. As you can see, oh, wonderful. Some more bodywork here. That's fantastic. So we're going to, I mean, yeah, see? Can you see? I don't know if you can see the waves there. Oh, this guy's been worked on before. Either that or Kawasaki didn't know how to build body parts. But we're gonna have to bust this thing apart. You can't paint it with these seams here. Your paint will just like flake off like this. See? So the good news is we're so far from getting to any of that with that tank over there. So, oh boy. All right, let's get to it. All right, here she is after the first coat. Oh my God, that was a lot of work. You know, low spot here, low spot here. We had no choice but to just go ahead and fill that. That's gonna be essentially too much filler there, but what other choice do we have? If it breaks off, it breaks off. It's not gonna though. As long as this thing's vented properly, it should be fine. You know, low spot, 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 but that's all right. It's just the first coat, so come back in. Oh my God, I'm not looking forward to it. We're gonna slap some more on. Yeah, I don't know. There ain't no much more to say than that. All right, let's do it again. Alright guys, oh man, I was hoping to get this thing in primer, and I mean, we're not even that close. Gotta fix a little BS on this side still. Some little like divots and such. I'm out of time, I gotta leave. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I gotta fix this side, sand down these little like fills, and then skim coat the whole tank one more time. Hit it with a finish sand, and then we can prime it. My God, I mean, this is why paint and body cost money. And like, you know, like I said earlier, some people would say, oh, just don't fix all this stuff. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna be the guy who sends out work that looks like garbage. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, who painted your tank? Oh, this guy did. It's like, oh my God, that looks like absolute garbage. You know what I mean? So no matter if you know, it's like, oh, he didn't, I told him not to. It's like, yeah, no. Oh, so that's, I mean, this thing is being like repaired. This thing's probably been half-ass repaired 3 times. And see, finally it's got someone who's doing it right. He had someone do the tank, build the tank correctly, and now we're gonna get the guy to do the body correctly, and it's gonna be a really nice looking tank. And the value is gonna go, it's gonna be a nice tank. All right guys, so well, I don't know when I'm gonna get back to it. Sometime this week. I got work to do obviously tomorrow, so this is Lars signing out for the night. It'll probably be in the same video, or maybe it won't be. I don't know, it depends on how long this thing will be. All right, this is Lars signing off. Peace.